Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video. This one is jam-packed. We actually have 2 wars in one here. Now, the reason for that is just because this first one I'm going to show you, I only have 3 fights, so it's very short. But a couple cool fights I want to show you, mainly the last one. Yeah, so basically what happened this war was I just had a busy day, and I think it was on a Saturday. And I just asked my officers, like, yo, I'd really appreciate no shared fights this war, so, I can just come do these fights anytime. This was recorded at 2 in the morning when I was finally free for the day. So I was like, okay, finally I can get these fights done. So we had a Mr. Negative up first here. I can evade his special 2, no problem. It's the special 1 that I have trouble with. So yeah, just push him to special 2, bada bing, bada boom, use my special 2. He dead. Very easy. Now we move on to section 2, and I have a Shuri and a Havoc. So Shuri is actually, kind of an annoying defender. She's a bit annoying with her untouchable. She has the same untouchable mechanic that Spot has. So when that's active, you can't hit into her or you'll miss. And before I did this fight, my officer also told me that she can block unblockable attacks, which I had no idea. And that does happen in this fight. So when it happened, I was like, oh, okay, yep, that's what Manuel was talking about. All right, I wasn't caught off guard by it as much. Like, at least I knew what was happening, because like that's a big problem. Like, just knowing what's going on, if it happens, like, it's okay. Like, I don't panic. Like, okay, I understand that's the interaction there. But like, if I didn't know that and she starts blocking my unblockable attacks, I'd be like, yo, WTF's going on here, right? But yeah, get off the special 2, get off those incinerates. It's doing a lot of damage. She has a whole bunch of stuff going on. I don't know what any of it means. I have no idea how Shuri works. And right there, I hit into her untouchable, but I think she tried to heavy attack me, so my aura just resisted it. So I was fine. Freaking Doom, man. I love Doom. He's such a beast. So yeah, we resist. Her heavy. Her and Jessica Jones both have just like a 1-part dash in heavy, which I don't like. Well, I mean, I don't mind it, but it's just, and here I throw this into her untouchable, not very smart. But I don't know. I just normally, like, all these new champs, they have like 3-part heavies or like some crazy animation or something, and it just feels so weird when it's just one little dash at you. Like, I'm just not expecting that, And so here, I throw my special, and it's unblockable, and she blocks, and I'm like, okay, yep, that can happen, whatever. This one actually combo into the special, and she goes down. So I didn't play that fight very well, but Doom is Doom, so we're fine. But now we get to this fight. Now, this was the main fight, the main reason why I wanted to show you guys this war is just basically because this fight. So we have a rank 4 Havoc here. You saw I had 4 seconds on that invulnerability boost. I'm like, okay, just gonna jump right in here while it's still active. And this fight is essentially just an unblockable fight permanently. So you guys, I want to show this because it really highlights just what having a mastery of intercepts can do for you. In a very unfortunate situation like this, you see he's unblockable. There goes my invulnerability boost. There goes my block. I just get comboed. Now, for the rest of this fight, this Havoc will be unblockable. And if I didn't know how to intercept the way I do, I would be panicking at this point. Like, he still has 74% health left. That's a lot of health. This is going to take a while to take him down. And now I can't parry. So that means I can't heavy to access my Fury passive, which is, a main source of Colossus's damage output. So I'm just really going to have to rely on the intercepts. But I've been practicing my intercepts for literal years and years and years. And I've only gotten better at it, and I've only learned new intercepting mechanics. So that right there, you see? That's a prime intercept that you guys can learn. And it's basically, you can do that to just about any champion. But the way I like to use it the most is against champions that have really long distance creating specials. Like Iron Man, Infinity War, Havoc special 1 here. They throw that special, and then boom, you're on the other side of the screen. And you can't dash in to punish, because if you do, you'll get punished. So in situations like that, the timing's the same. You basically wait for like 1.5 seconds. I don't know the exact time. It's like maybe 1.25 of a second. And you'll see what I do is sometimes I just tap my block while I'm waiting. You'll see, boom, right there. I'm tapping my block, and then the AI can do one of really 2 things. They can either dash at you and you intercept them, or they dash backwards and then you can catch them dashing backwards and still hit them. So it's just a very easy way to punish special attacks. If the reach is too big. You just got to wait the right amount of time, and you just got to practice that timing. It just comes with practice. And like I said, it's the same for just about every champion as well. And that was really, really helping me in this fight when he'd be throwing those special ones, so I could still get some openings. And man, this fight's been going on for a while, but it's been going really well. Here I'm just looking for that opening, or trying to like bait a heavy attack if he'll throw one of those. He's just really turtling up here. It's kind of annoying. He throws another special one. I'm like, okay, guess I'll just wait for my intercept opening. Boom, there it is. And 1%, just gonna hit into his block, and Havoc goes down. So just an intercept only fight essentially, and we did a good job. So I just kind of want to show you guys that. I was very proud of that fight actually. Very proud of that. When I finished that fight, I was like, damn, I've come a long way in these last few years with intercepting. It's crazy. And yeah, this was just a super short war. You know, not super exciting. We did end up winning this war. We only had 5 deaths, so pretty solid performance. GG's to Revod. But now we get to the big war. So this is for Loki against Salty. Now, this war is interesting because there's a chat, right? There's all these chats, you know, with top alliances, top people in the community. I'm not in most of them. I'm in already too many chats as it is. It's so much to give up with. But I saw some screenshots, and it made me laugh. It made me laugh. So, what a lot of, not a lot, some top alliances, what they like to do is you know, come at for Loki, because, you know, we're a popular alliance, and they like to say, if we're on a win streak, they say, you got weak opponents, you got lucky with matchmaking. You know, like they always have something to say. You know, that's just people though. People will always have something to say. But especially because for Loki, it's like, you know, we're an alliance that's been in the limelight of the community for a long time, just because, you know, we have a lot of YouTubers. It all started with Ryan Grant. You know, he put for Loki on the map. So, you know, most people know for Loki, and a lot of people like to talk trash. That's just the way this game is, you know, that's just the way it is. There's those people, right? And so someone in Salty had basically said, before this war, that they wanted to match for Loki or LVT. And LVT was kind of derived from for Loki. Taters went over there, the leader of my battle group, made an alliance. Really great guy, they're a great alliance. They just focus on war, don't do AQ. And they're a very good alliance as well. And so, you know, Salty just kind of talking trash about us, and it's all good. Like, no one's getting offended. I hope not. It's all in good fun. Trash talking makes things more fun. It makes it a little bit more competitive. You know, it's fine. But they basically just said, you know, like, give us for Loki or LVT, because they think that's going to be an easy match. And then we match them. So, like, now, like, we want to kick their ass. Or I know I do. I want to kick their ass, because talk trash, that's fine. But you got to back it up. If you can't back it up, then maybe stop talking, right? So I just thought it was funny. And this war was a very fun one for me. We're bringing Absorbing Man. We're bringing Eye Bomb, so that synergy gives him poison immunity. And we just have a lot of sick fights. This is one of my favorite fights this war. So we have a Weapon X, you know, the Weapon Flex. On Path 9 here. And so it's Hazard Shift, Incinerate, and Poison. So in our Magma form, we're immune to that Incinerate, and with the synergy with Eye Bomb, we are immune to Poison. So we don't have to worry about the nodes at all here. There's also a little Indestructible buff that triggers, I think, when I pass the 1 bar of power threshold, which is fantastic, because that's Mystic Dispersion. So here, you know, he's fully unblockable. I'm just looking for my opening. I baited a heavy, boom, that's the opening I'll take. Now, once I'm, like, comboing him, I'm very comfortable to go for, like, draft back intercepts or anything like that, because I know the AI is so aggressive, it's gonna take the bait. Boom, bait special one. So notice, I'm not letting his Berserk fall off. And because I'm not letting it fall off, he is regenning a ton. He has 8 stacks of regen, but we're out-damaging it. We are out-damaging that regen, bro. That is bonkers. There's so much regen going on here. That means we are dealing so much damage here. And boom. We just out-damaged his full regen. Not bad. You know, not bad. So that fight went. I was a little scared of that fight. Weapon X is a little scary. I've had some mess-ups against him in Battlegrounds the past couple seasons. And it's very punishing. So, you know, I was a little scared going in that fight, but there was no need. Absorbing Man just absolutely crushed it. So next up we have Terax. Now this is just, you know, a slam dunk matchup for Absorbing Man. This is literally what he's made to counter. I'm not at all worried going in here. Doing my combos. Boom. Medium, light, medium. Max morph charges. Get 4 of those vulnerability passives. Right here, I let my block down and take a couple hits. Not sure why I did that, but it don't matter because the fight's over in less than 20 seconds. Down drops Terax. So feeling really, really good at this point in the war. That's my section 1. Now I can chill, wait for everything to be opened up, and then go hit section 2. So boom, now we're moving on to section 2, reboosted, and up first here we have a spot. Now I wasn't worried about this fight initially, then I jumped in and I see, oh, this is a 565 spot. That's not good. that's not good, not great. So 565 spot. Whatever, it's okay. We got Nick Fury, you know, we got this. So you see, I'm just doing 4-hit combos, all light attacks, because Spot has about a 20% chance every time he's hit to gain 1 spot. So I just want to do the least amount of combo hits possible to still get as much damage as I can out of Nick Fury, you know, with those light bleeds. I'm not running deep wounds, I don't think, but still does a lot of damage. So here, I'm just going to go for heavy. That's going to go ahead, clear all those debuffs on me. And we go unblockable. Here I have 4 of my tactical charges, and he is now Untouchables ready. So we're just going to hit him 1 time to trigger it, get it started. But I probably should have baited the special first because I applied a Rupture on me. Then he just threw his special. So I applied 2 more debuffs. That made him go unblockable. So I wasn't able to block his special 1. I have no idea how to actually fully evade Spot's specials. So yeah, that's all good though. We cleared out, you know, the untouchable phase. His spots have been reset. Now we can just go ahead and get more combos. And now I do have tactical charges built up so that, you know, if he were to go untouchable again, we would counter it. Maybe, you know, it would have been a good idea to use a Power Start 1 boost there just to get more tactical charges so I could be countering the miss. But whatever, it's all good. The fight still ended up working out. Now we get to the sketchy fight this war. This is a Null. So this has, again, steady, unblockable. So he's just going to start this fight unblockable. And the the advice I was given for this fight was to get hit by a special 1. That's what I was literally told to do. And I was just like, oh god, this fight, this is going to be a crazy one. Is it going to be? So I'm trying to push him to special 2. It fails. I get hit by special 1. Like I said, that's what I was instructed to do. So technically, I'm still on course. Technically, right? So what's going to happen in a second here is Corruption's going to trigger, and then he's going to get an Unstoppable and an Unblockable buff, and we instantly got rid of those. He combos me here, but then I throw my special, and then I throw another special, and that's the fight over. Let's rewind that a little bit. So, watch this again. Corruption's about to trigger. We nullify those buffs. We get to 2 bars. We eat a combo, and then boom. Look how much damage we're doing there. Bro, Absorbing Man is just too good. That's like the worst I could have played. I got hit by a full combo, got hit by a special 1 when I didn't intend to. Then we just ended the fight. Man, I love Absorbing Man so much. He's just such a freaking beast. Alright, now moving on to the next fight. Here we have an Nihilus. I got 20 seconds on that invulnerability boost. So we can jump in here. This does have polka dot power gain, so we're not going to be able to gain power through normal means. But we still can gain power from stuff like Mystic Dispersion. But, and his Unstoppable buff as well, actually. That's going to be kind of fueling my Mystic Dispersion a little bit. But basically what we want to do here is let a Nihilus hit into our block, because he's trying to apply armor breaks to us. And every time that happens, we gain morph charges because we are immune to armor breaks. Plus, it also pauses our form. The only annoying thing here is he's gaining those planetary buffs. He's kind of gaining the flourish buffs. And so here, I just get hit by a special 2. The invulnerability boost mitigates a lot of damage, but even the hits we actually took damage on, they barely tickled. I think because it was an energy-based attack, and we have about 8,000 energy resistance in our magma form, so I think we just really mitigated the damage. But yeah, this fight's going pretty great. We have 5 of our vulnerability passives. I just need to get off 1 more special 2 here. He dexes there, but then it reconnects, and he drops. So yeah, that was my that was all my fights for this war. Absorbing Man just went to work. And at this point in the war, we were just absolutely crushing it, and we were done. We finished with 2 deaths. I think the best we've done this whole season, especially against a very skilled alliance. This felt just so good, but it was tied. So at this point, you know, they could still win. They need to clear the next 49 fights without dying, and get under our 9,368 fight duration. If they could do that, they could beat us. But I felt like we definitely had a massive upper hand at this point. I feel like, all right, we got it. Like, the pressure is off on us. We're done. The pressure is all the way on for them. They have all the pressure now. The ball's in their court. It's up to them to perform. And they ended up dying 2 more times. So, like, that's our average, like 4 to 5 deaths per war. And they had 4. So, but we just, I think our entire alliance was just like, we got to kick their ass. And we did. We did. So this felt so good. The best feeling war this season. We've also been on a massive win streak. This was like 4 wins in a row or something at this point. So we just had like all the momentum and just felt so good. So yeah, that's going to do it for this Alliance War video. GG's to Salty. Hope we match you guys again in the future. It's always going to be an intense match, I'm sure. And a little talk trash makes it interesting. But yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed all of those crazy Absorbing Man fights. I know I sure did. Drop a like if so. Subscribe if you want to see more Absorbing Man content. There will be many more, much more. Rank 5 eventually. Stay tuned. Peace out.